Not even at the top yet. Living in London has been something that I've wanted to do since I was 17. I knew that while I probably didn't want to live here for the rest of my life, I did want to stay here a little bit more long term than I had before. I visited after I graduated high school with my aunt, and I knew this is where I wanted to be for a little while, and I feel like this is probably going to be the perfect amount of time for me to legitimately be living here and doing things on my own and grocery shopping and getting familiar with my neighborhood. But then it's not permanent either, which I like. Kind of like the idea that anything can happen and I can do my own thing and find the next step without having it specifically planned out for me. Nothing about this situation is how I expected, but being here, this moment has always been the plan. So I'm glad that I did what I needed to make it work, but it's been good. Okay, so it is week 2 in London, England. I am really excited to be here. It's been really nice to be able to go walk around my neighborhood and get a little bit more immersed in classes. I thought it'd be really cool to document this journey as it kind of unfolds and see where I'm at during each week of this. I have videos from my quarantine and then last Monday during my first day of classes, so I'm just hoping to keep it going. You know, we'll see how it goes from there. So today was my first day of classes, or modules, and it was also my first day off of quarantine. I just finished up my class and I am getting ready to go explore a bit finally. Of course, today is the first day it's been snowing outside, so it might make for a bit of a shorter walk than it would have been earlier in the week. We are still in a lockdown in the country, so there's not really much I can do, but I am excited to go, see what's outside my door finally and get a start at least. Last week was super exciting. Post-quarantine, I have been able to go walk around Finsbury Park, Highbury Fields, Hampstead Heath, lots of those bigger open green spaces in the northern part of the city. So that's been really exciting to kind of explore some things that maybe wouldn't be at the top of my list in a normal semester. I've really enjoyed all of my classes, all of my modules. They've been really interesting. Even online, the professors are doing a great job. Students are pretty interactive, it depends, but...
We'll do a writing exercise. I'm taking a photo of the amount of people that are in the session.
We've been focusing on the 8 dimensions of wellness, which is something that's actually going to be transferred into the rest of our study abroad program and just focusing on being intentional and mindful of why we're here and what we want to get out of this experience. We got the chance on Thursday to meet our resident director, Jeremy, in person, outside, distance, masked, of course. But he brought us some USAC merch and some baked goods that he had made us. He likes to bake, which is a plus for us. There's only one other girl in my program this time, which is very different than anything I've ever done. So it really does feel like I'm here more, you know, on my own just to be here. I've still been FaceTiming friends and family a lot, which is interesting. It's not something I would probably normally be doing, but I'm finding there's not really any ways right now to be meeting people or, you know, meeting like-minded people that are taking things a bit more seriously, I guess. But overall, I'm really happy to be here. I've gotten to get takeout from a few cafes, and there is a market down the street from me, just a block away, called The Junction. And I really like that. It's similar to a place in my hometown called the North Market, and there's just little shops and restaurants in there. Another perk of being able to go explore a little bit is that I live right by the Emirates Stadium, like maybe 2 blocks away. So I was finally able to go and take, you know, some pictures and videos to show my dad, who is quite a big football fan, and that was just exciting. You know, there's still not much going on at the stadium, but even just living by somewhere that is normally such a big deal is it's really cool. My mom is so aware of, you know, British culture and buildings and things like that, and then my dad's so into the football, and it makes it interesting being able to share my experiences with them a little bit and getting to kind of have them be a part of this along with me. I've done a lot of exploring by myself, obviously with the lockdown, but also just getting more comfortable, familiar with doing things on my own and kind of having that sort of more individual experience. I'm realizing that I'm better than I thought at doing things by myself and being okay with that solitude that hasn't really been my thing lately. So I'm sure that the months and months of quarantine and not really seeing that many people helped me get to this place, but we're still working on it, and it's been going well. So